Good morning and welcome to the open house session of IIT Kharagpur. At the very beginning, let me extend our warmest greetings and congratulations for securing a position in the JEE Advanced Merit List. I am Dr. Arjun Mukherjee, a member of the Faculty of Architecture, and it is my pleasure to take you through today's open house. We shall be telling you a bit about the academics, the career opportunities, the campus infrastructure, and campus life. I first request our director, Professor Amit Patro, who also happens to be the director of IIT BHU, to welcome the audience and present his address. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Arjun, and good morning to all the people who have qualified JEE Advanced 2025. Congratulations to one and all, including the family members of the JEE qualified candidates, because as you know, in our country, qualification in JEE is actually coveted by family members, relatives, friends, and all, and this is really a great achievement. And of course, this is actually a beginning of a new life. So unfortunately, this life has to now will make you leave the home, and will make you come to an institute like IIT Kharagpur. And let me just say a few things about myself and my relation with IIT Kharagpur, and then what you can get from here. So I am actually a graduate of IIT Kharagpur, BTech, MTech, PhD, and I have been a faculty member in IIT Kharagpur. I am still a faculty member on roll, but I am also an additional role of Director of Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University in Varanasi. And temporarily I am also in charge of Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur, because the director's post has fallen vacant. So I am just holding the fort, so to say. But nevertheless, I welcome you all on behalf of Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur. And as you may be knowing, the Indian IIT Kharagpur is the first IIT, and it was established in 1951. And as you can see, there is a building which we call as the Hijli Jail building. This place is actually Hijli, and there was a Hijli Jail which was infamous for imprisoning many of the freedom fighters. But anyway, all that history is behind us, and Indian Institute of Technology actually started from this old building. And you can say this is one of the older pictures, and this is the more recent picture. And you will see the lush green campus, and you will see the flora, fauna, and even a squirrel, if you look closely. And in 1952, the foundation stone of this new building, which is there at the center top, was laid by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and this building started functioning in 1956. And still there, it's a very old and very majestic building. And this is the main gate which you will have to enter if you want to enter IIT Kharagpur. And then there are some of the other glimpses, especially bottom line you will see the students' gymkhana. There is a place for Adda, and there is a place from where actually I am talking to you. This is called the Vikramshila building, and this houses the computer center and some of the very sophisticated facilities, including the studio. So I don't want to take too much of your time, but let me mention that being the first, IIT Kharagpur is still the largest IIT, and although there were some of the other institutes which became IIT later, as an IIT this is the first. And so we are going to have our Platinum Jubilee celebrations for next 2 years. In fact, we are starting in August 2025, and the celebration will continue till August 2027. So those who will be joining IIT at this moment will really get to see the best of the campus in its Platinum Jubilee celebration. And academics, as you know, we have large number of engineering branches, computer science, electrical, electronics. In fact, electrical and electronics are separate here, and I happen to be from the electrical engineering. And let me tell you, being an electrical engineer also, this institute will offer you the opportunity to study subjects in all other disciplines, including getting minor and majors in a second discipline. So there are lots of opportunity which my colleagues who are all deans and other professors in charge, they will be telling you about. And on behalf of Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur, let me welcome you all to this session and wish you all the very best for your future endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful overview of IIT Kharagpur. Before we move on to the open house, I would like to request the chairman of JEE, Professor Arindam Basu, to present a few clarifications about JOSA.
Thanks, Arjun. A very good morning to one and all. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the candidates who have been able to qualify one of the toughest examinations and one of the most prestigious also. I would like to congratulate the parents and guardians of these candidates for supporting these people all the way during their journey. At this particular stage, most of the candidates are anxious to know which institute they would be getting a chance to be admitted in and which discipline they would be offered to through this JOSA counseling. So most of the time they ask questions about the counseling process, JOSA counseling processes, and about the choice filling and things like that. So I would like to request you to look through the JOSA business rules, which is already there on the JOSA site, which actually incorporates all the rules and regulations which are required for this counseling process. So please, I request all the students and their guardians as well to look through this particular document, so which is with me here. So this particular document is the hard copy. The PDF is available on the JOSA website. Okay, so this is the JOSA business rules, where you will be getting all the information that is required for this counseling process. And sometimes you are also anxious to know that with this particular rank, which discipline I would be getting into, or last time what was the possibility that people were offered to. So to know that, actually there is a tab on the JOSA website where you actually can find out the opening and closing rank of a particular discipline in a particular IIT. Okay, so this would be giving you all this information. Apart from that, I would also say that the mock admission rounds are going on. I think mock admission round 1 has already been over, and the second round is possibly going on. And this, from these mock rounds also, you can get a better understanding of the situation, or a better idea about the situation, about the possibility where you can get into. So therefore, I would request you all to refrain yourself from asking these questions, because these are already answered in these JOSA business rules elaborately, very categorically. Rather, I would say that this particular meeting is about knowing IIT Kharagpur, what IIT Kharagpur has to offer in terms of academic programs, in terms of different facilities, in terms of opportunities that you can have on this beautiful green campus. So all these things, you may be wanting to know, and we have already Director Sir has explained many of the things, and we have deans from different departments, and they will be talking of several of these issues categorically. So I would request you to put your questions or post your questions on the Google Meet chat box, which will be collected by us, and at the end of this program we will be answering to those queries. So please refrain yourselves from asking this JOSA business rule and the ranks and the comparison between two disciplines of two different IITs, or the same two disciplines of the same IIT. Rather, you try to understand what IIT Kharagpur has to offer. So it's a great institute, and I hope many of you actually would be on the campus next semester, next autumn semester. I'm sure that the best minds would be actually coming to this institute, as they always do. So all the best for everything for your future endeavor, and thank you very much for attending this open house. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Basu. To give you a brief overview of the various academic units at IIT Kharagpur, we have 4 faculties: the Faculty of Engineering and Architecture, the Faculty of Sciences, the Faculty of Interdisciplinary in Biotechnology and Biosciences, the Faculty of Humanities, Social and Economic Sciences, as also the School of Law and the School of Management. So let us start to get acquainted with the Faculty of Engineering and Architecture at the beginning. This has the Department of Architecture and 14 departments of engineering and technology, 9 centers, including 5 centers of excellence, and 4 schools. I invite the Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Architecture, Professor Korobi Das, to address the students. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning and welcome to you all to this special introduction session. First of all, a big congratulations to all of you who have cleared JEE Advanced 2025, which I feel is one of the toughest examinations in the country. And you should be proud of yourselves. I'd like to also congratulate your parents for being such a strong supportive system for you. Today, I am speaking here not only as the Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Architecture, but also as someone who has spent more than 25 years as a faculty member here and witnessed thousands of students who come in, walk in with dreams and walk out with the confidence and the skills that they need to change the world or to make their mark in the world. Now, IIT Kharagpur, as our director sir told you, that IIT Kharagpur is the oldest IIT or the first IIT, but that's not all. Here you have full of possibilities, and today I would like to highlight some of those. So let me start with the wide range of programs. As Dean Faculty of Engineering and Architecture, I would like to tell you that we have a wide range of programs, starting from core engineering department like mechanical, civil, electrical, to more cutting edge research fields like artificial engineering or energy science or robotics. So when you take the admission, you take, it is 4-year BTech degree, but if you want, then at the end of 3rd year, you may switch over to the dual degree program. I have seen that many students switch over to dual degree program if they want to improve their CGPA, or sometimes they do some kind of project work or research work and they become so interested in their research work, they sometimes want to convert or switch over to dual degree program, and then later on they have joined abroad for higher studies. So this is as far as the wide range of programs. And then next let me talk about the interdisciplinary flexibility. So let me start with the elective subjects. So suppose you are in a department, let's say you are in electrical engineering or metallurgical engineering, and then you want to take the electives from other departments, and you have a broad, you have a lot of options here. You may even take the electives from law, management, or even entrepreneurship engineering. Then if you want to specialize in some particular areas, you can do minor or micro specialization, where you take certain number of courses in other department. That means except your beside your parent department, you can take certain number of additional courses, and depending on the number of credits that you clear, you can get either minor or micro specialization. And then the most importantly, we have started from the last academic year the double major program, where let's say your parent department is electrical engineering and you want to do some other major in computer science and engineering. That also you can do, and of course you have to take certain number of courses that will be the prescribed curriculum from that particular department, and if you clear about 38 to 40 credits, then you get another major. And the last, that you can also switch over to interdisciplinary dual degree program. So you have the option, suppose your parent department is metallurgical engineering, you can do interdisciplinary dual degree program either in financial engineering or in entrepreneurship engineering or even in petroleum engineering and of course in artificial intelligence also. So these are the various possibilities, and then I would like to tell you that we have one of the most active ecosystem for the entrepreneurship engineering, which is supported by the Rajendra Mishra School of Engineering, and we also have an incubation center that is in short it is called STEP, or Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park. So this is all about the academics, but since you are going to spend 4 or 5 years of your life in this institute, so let me tell you that with 2100 plus acres of lush green campus, 25 plus hostels, hundreds of clubs, and then cultural festivals like Kshitij or Spring Fest, and also very active social and cultural scene, you will never find a dull moment here. So to the students, when you are making your option, please consider that where you will not only learn but also thrive, and you will enjoy your life when you are at this campus. And to the parents, of course, I'd like to congratulate you first for being such a strong supportive system to your children, and then you are placing basically placing your trust on us and with your kids, and we take this responsibility very seriously. So your child will not only learn also but also thrive here. I hope to see many of you in the campus very soon, and I am sure that the students come to IIT Kharagpur not only for academic excellence but for a lifelong experience. And so thank you all, wish you all the best, and thank you so very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for that crisp overview of the Faculty of Engineering and Architecture. We move on to the Faculty of Sciences, which includes 5 departments and 1 center. To give an introduction of that, I would now request the Associate Dean, Professor Rajat Shubhro Chakraborty, to talk about the Faculty of Sciences. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Mukherjee. Good morning and welcome to this introduction session. First of all, congratulations to the students, their family and friends, and the teachers. It's a great achievement to be among such an elite list of students. You are the best among the best, and we hope at least many of you, or maybe all of you, would decide to select IIT Kharagpur. Personally, I am a professor of computer science and engineering. I am the officiating Associate Dean of Science today, so I'll be introducing you the different programs that we have. We have several departments and several programs under these departments. We have a 4-year Bachelor of Science BS degree in physics, chemistry. Under the mathematics department, we have 2 programs, mathematics and computing, and the recently introduced statistics and data science. Then we have the geology and geophysics department, under which we have 2 separate programs, Bachelor of Science in Applied Geology and Bachelor of Science in Exploration Geophysics. And then under the Humanities and Social Sciences program, we have the Economics program. So as my previous speaker, the Honorable Dean Madam, already have introduced to you that IIT Kharagpur offers unique opportunity for students to pursue their interest in several other areas. For example, many of you, I guess, would be interested in mathematics, computing, physics, economics, this kind of subjects. Other than even if you take admission in a core engineering discipline, so you can always take a double major or a minor in a science department, and vice versa. That is, if you take admission in a science department, your parent department is science, you can always pursue a double major or minor in an engineering department. We also have cutting edge engineering programs like artificial intelligence, which have been started since last year, and they have extremely popular minor programs. The mathematics and computing minor program is also very, very popular, and so is the economics program. Many of these science departments, their students go for higher studies and research, but many of them also get excellent placements because of their excellent analytical abilities that they develop over their training in the 4 years. Many students convert to a 5-year MS master's program, and hence this is also a great opportunity to get a master's degree in 5 years, and then you can either go for your higher studies or you can decide your future course of action in this. We have world-class faculty, world-class infrastructure inside the campus. The social life inside campus is great. Once you become a part of IIT Kharagpur, you are eventually you are going to become a part of the largest alumni network, one of the largest alumni networks in India, and of course the largest among all the IITs, because we are the oldest IIT. We have the largest undergraduate and overall student population among all the IITs, the greatest diversity of programs. Whatever you want to pursue, courses in humanities, Indian culture, law, management, entrepreneurship, everything we have. We also have unique opportunities of maybe if you want to launch your startup or this kind of other activities to be on long-term leave, which we approve. So again, congratulations. I welcome all of you to visit our campus if possible, to talk with us, to check the facilities. And as I said, I sincerely hope that many of you will see many of you in person in the next few months taking admission here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Chakraborty. Next, we shall look at the Faculty of Interdisciplinary and Biotechnology and Biosciences, which includes 5 departments of science, technology, and engineering, 9 centers, including 4 centers of excellence, 2 schools, 2 academies, and the Kalpana Chawla Space Technology Cell. For this, I welcome the Dean of Faculty of Interdisciplinary and Biotechnology and Biosciences, Professor Gautam Saha, to speak with the audience. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning to all of you, and congratulations once again on behalf of the Faculty of Interdisciplinary and Biotechnology and Bioscience, as well as the entire IIT Kharagpur community, for securing a good rank and thinking of joining IIT Kharagpur, for which we all look forward to welcome you very soon. So when we talk about Faculty of Interdisciplinary, then definitely the disciplines comes to our mind in the first and foremost. And if we look at the nature, nature is a continuum. So these disciplines, compartmentalizations that we do, a structured approach we follow for our own convenience and imparting education in a proper manner, in a structured manner. But when we talk about Faculty of Interdisciplinary and Biotechnology and Bioscience, we are looking for breaking that barrier. And IIT Kharagpur, like many other area in which it has been the first, including setting up, starting the IIT movement or IIT system, the first that was put forward by an IIT in 25 years back, 2001. And now, right now we are celebrating its silver jubilee. This School of Medical Science and Technology, and there we have started a program which is Masters of Medical Science and Technology, where MBBS doctors were inducted and they went through a 3-year program. So that was just a beginning, but after that there were many such programs, interdisciplinary programs that have come up and have been very successful in this system. For you, those who will be joining, probably, at the entrance level, 2 disciplines will be of very importance to you. One is the biotechnology, bioscience department, conducted program, and of course it is related to biology and bioengineering. And as I have mentioned, we already have a interesting ecosystems existing. Besides that department expertise that are there, we have these School of Medical Science and Technology, we have Center of Excellence in Affordable Healthcare, and many other things to support your development and growth. The other department that would be of interest to you at the entry point is the Industrial Systems and Engineering. And if you look at today's world and whatever churning that is happening, the supply chain management, information system related activities, e-business, quality, safety. So we are bringing professionals who are industry ready. And that is also a very popular, among the students at the entry point. So we welcome from this faculty in these 2 departments. But this is not all. A large number of students like you who join our UG program, they find the electives offered by this faculty are of very much interest to you. They offer you cutting edge program, and the micro specialization programs that has been talked about just now. So a large number of them are offered by this faculty. And just to name a few which might ignite interest in you, joining us and taking service of this faculty. Biomedical devices and instrumentation offered by School of Medical Science and Technology. Micro specializations, roughly 10 to 12 courses. You have to selected course. You have to complete, and you will get these particular additional certifications from us, which will make you move faster in your professional career. Then there are electronic materials and applications offered by Material Science Center. Then microfluidics and nano patterning from mechanical engineering and other departments. Those kind of students can take it, offered by Nanoscience, School of Nanoscience and Nanotechnology. Industrial safety engineering. Then intellectual property rights. That is a very important area. This is offered by Rajiv Gandhi School of Intellectual Property Law, which also comes under this faculty. And our Dean FOE has already mentioned one of the important micro specialization many students are very much fond of is offered by the Rajendra Mishra School of Entrepreneurship, Engineering Entrepreneurship. So these are just some of the popular micro specializations that I am talking about, and more than 300 students, UG students in last academic year have been benefited from this program. And there are minor programs, more than about 100 students also benefited from the minor program, major in one discipline and minor in another discipline. So we would like to take advantage of all those things and hope that we can work together, and the research aspect that we mostly look at, that undergraduate students are capable of and dream of coming to an IIT, a premier IIT like IIT Kharagpur. We hope to handhold you and take you forward in your journey of making your dream successful. Thank you. Look forward to welcome you soon.
Thank you, sir. For today, that would be our brief overview of the academics at IIT Kharagpur. But we shall talk more about it in response to the questions that you might have. Please type your questions in the Google Meet chat box, and we'll address them after our initial presentations. One of the primary objectives of getting to IIT Kharagpur is, of course, to build an illustrious career. And to give you a peek into your future prospects of placements, I would now invite the Vice Chairperson of Career Development Center, Professor Ajay Muljibhai Sitpara, to give you a brief presentation. Over to you, sir.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this interaction session of IIT Kharagpur. So I'm going to talk something about the Career Development Center, which will take care about different kinds of activities related to your internship and the placements. So you can see that CDC has two primarily load. One is the internship, which is a compulsory curriculum requirement, and later on in the that is will be in the pre-final year, and the final year we are also arranging the placement. Apart from these two, we also regularly arrange different talks from the industry persons and the well-known personalities from different fields, and we also have a different kind of soft skill workshop. Why do you need this thing? Because you will see that technically you may be sound, but when you are going for the interview, you need some kind of skills. Those are called the soft skills, mean how to prepare for interview, how to give answer to different questions. So these are arranged from our own faculties also, as well as professionals from the well-known organizations. So these are the some highlights of the last few years, but these numbers will change depending on the market driven, and what are the things what you will see today, they may be even higher in the next few years. So you can see there are different domains of companies. Every year we are increasing the number of companies. Right now we are targeting more than 500 companies in the next year, and you can see that these companies are well-known companies from all over the world. And because of our strong alumni base, we have very strong connection with the companies. Those are regularly recruiting our faculties, including from many companies which are outside of India. You can see there are a lot of offers from the international companies also. See, these are the few recruiters, means these are not selected based on they are recruiting more or they are known, but we believe that you might be knowing these companies well. But we are having more than 400 companies right now in our portfolio, where we contact them regularly and they hire our students regularly. So these are the few glimpses. Now coming to internship, so internship is a curriculum requirement, so it is always 100%, but this 850 number what you are seeing in the current year, that is through the CDC, because that means they are coming getting internship from our CDC office. Other than that, many students are taking internship by their own also. Sometimes they are going abroad also. Some of them are going in the higher study in some different institutes also. So this internship is you consider as your first steps in the corporate world, because that will give you some information about how the corporate culture works within 2 months of time. And that will tell you, that means how you can prepare for the next placement season, because placement season is immediately after the internship session. And you will understand that where you are going for a work, because many times what happen that you will get a placement offer from the company where you are doing internship. So that is basically a win-win situation for you also and for us also. Your job is secured even before you are passing even the pre-final year. So that is a big advantage of doing internship in a very good company or very good organizations. Coming to placement, you can see that placements are also in a very top-notch conditions right now, and most of the times we always get a very high placement because of our strong alumni base and our long-lasting relationships with the well-known companies. These are some of the overview of the current placement season, because still placement is going on, but you can see the degree wise BTech ARC, BTech dual degree, MSc 5 years. So these are the different numbers. These numbers are from the current year, that means starting from 2024 to 2025, which will be going to over in the end of this June month. So these are the different placement situation right now with respect to departments. Many, these are whatever I am showing you, this is through the CDC, but I am sure that many students are interested in doing higher study also, so they go for higher studies. Many students are also interested for the civil services, so they prepare for the civil service, but do not appear or do not apply for the CDC or the some kind of job opportunities. So these are the things from the different types of departments. And that's all from my side, and we will take up questions related to career development, anything which will come at the later stage. And wish you all the best for selecting a good institute when your turn comes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Sidpara. You know, we looked at a snapshot of what happens when you choose to go into a professional career. But there's also research, and there's a lot of research and development activities which the Institute carries out. And to give you an overview of this, I would now invite the Dean Research and Development, Professor Robibroto Mukherjee, to address the audience. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Arjun. First of all, congratulations to everyone for cracking JEE Advanced. And now you are really spoiled for choices, because now there are 23 IITs across the country. But I guess all of you know that we are the first IIT. And the whole system basically progressed because IIT Kharagpur started in 1951. In fact, if you join us, you will be part of our Platinum Jubilee function and celebration, which we will be celebrating next year. So I guess you all know that IITs are not only world-class academic institute, but we are also world-class centers of research and development. So I'll just give you a 2-3 minute glimpse of research and development that happens at IIT Kharagpur. And more importantly, even as a BTech student or a BS student of the institute, how you can be an integral part of this cutting-edge world-class research journey. So you know already about certain advanced domains and areas, right? Advanced materials, energy, agri and food tech, semiconductors, advanced computing, healthcare, space and defense, sustainability, quantum technologies, hardware and network security, advanced drone technology. IIT Kharagpur has a strong footprint in each of these areas. And let me also tell you, they are all well aligned with the requirement of the government of India, in fact, the whole world. These are often our faculty and students are engaged in solving world-class problems related to the world, not only for the nation, but also for the world. You talk about it, you see a footprint of any deep tech domain you can think about well within our campus. You talk about energy, we talk about solar cells. So most of our cycle stands on campus are covered with solar panels. We have our own supercomputer. We are into nanofabrication. We are into critical minerals and mining. We are into semicon. We are into space tech. In fact, after the successful landing of Chandrayaan, ISRO issued a sort of an acknowledgement acknowledging different institutes. IIT Kharagpur was, of course, one of them. It's a completely different thing that the present chairman of ISRO is also an alumnus of IIT Kharagpur. So that I am sure the Dean Alumni Affairs will talk about in more detail. So how do we do this research? These research are mostly, of course, the government pays a lot of money to us, but that is mostly, it goes for the well-being and teaching of yours. But these research we mostly do, basically they are funded from outside agencies, both government as well as private industries and agencies across the globe. So here are some numbers. You can see that anything between 150 crore, 175 to 200 crore rupees of money that comes every year for R&D budget. It is basically the sponsored research, we call it. And what are the outputs? Of course, the outputs are journal papers, which sometimes you have searched or bumped upon searching in Google, but now you are going to create those knowledges. Our professors and students are deeply engaged in that. And this is all intellectual property, right? So one of the benchmark is patents, and you can see an interesting number, the number of patents that we file every year. And let me tell you one very reassuring thing. Most of these patents have students as co-inventors, and many of them can be undergraduate students also. So for example, we are now focusing a lot on patents. So we have taken an initiative of 365 days, 365 patents. I think it's middle of the year, and this year we already have something like 250 patents that are filed. And you know who drives this society or organization, which sort of circulates the publicity of it? It's the students, entirely run by undergrad students. So these are some of the national programs, national mission mode programs of the government of India, which are spearheaded by IIT Kharagpur. You can just look into some of them in the net, Gyan, Spark, Sathi, Stars, etc., etc. I will not take you through the detail, but this is an interesting slide. Here you find the names of many companies which you probably know in different ways, right? As an user, as a deep tech company. And many of our colleagues are actually already doing work with these companies, either in a consultancy mode or in a project mode. And as I already told, as a student of this Premier Institute, you have the opportunity to get involved into some of these projects. And just before me, Professor Ajay Sidpada was talking about the internship opportunities and the relation we have. These are the relations. So nobody comes here just for like that. We have a deep tech understanding with them, so they know that this is a place where they can find out some solution to the problems even they are facing. They are all leaders in their own field. And how do we cater to their requirement? It's the fact under the mentorship of a faculty member, is the students are generally involved. So here are some videos I will just run for you. I have thousands of such videos in my computer, which I cannot run for obviously for paucity of time, but you can see these are all activities which are happening within the campus. For example, the first one, it's a robot. It's actually, it has an AI-based platform where it identifies the leaves which are infected and sprays some medicine or pesticides only over there. Second video on the right, you can see there is some vibration analysis of a car during running. The engine is humming, it's being carried out. Here you have a video which shows our infrastructure on advanced manufacturing. And here is something again, which many of you have heard the term 3D printing for making components. Why I am showing these videos? Because all these programs, they are our own, nothing is downloaded from the internet, and the students have the opportunity to get involved in many of these. So of course, IIT Kharagpur research is showcased everywhere we go. There are exhibitions, conferences where many times our presentations are made, which are attended by almost everybody who's who of the government. For example, here you can see our Mantri ji, Dharmendra Pradhan ji. Here you can see the Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology, Professor Abhay Karandikar. He was in IIT Kharagpur. Here you can see our Science Minister interacting in a stall of IIT Kharagpur. So there are endless lists. These are just glimpses I just dug out from whatever was available. Now this slide might be of interest to you. How does a BTech or a BA student get involved to this entire R&D ecosystem? Well, it's easy. You can be part of your BTech project or MTech project in case some of you convert it into a dual degree program. Internship under the mentorship of some of our colleagues during vacations or even during the semester, which is a very common thing that once you are on campus, you will learn about it. And you may be actually working on some of the sponsored project under the mentorship of faculty members. Now, right side, you will see a picture of a student who was just sitting in your place 5 years back, Purvi. First picture, you can see this girl is standing in front of a place. Do you know where it is? It's Disneyland, right? But it's not that her father was a millionaire and she went there just like that. She went to the American Physical Society annual meeting, Global Physics Summit, which was attended by 4 Nobel laureates. She's a BTech student based on her BTech and MTech project, which was funded by DST, and she had a oral presentation there. So you can just be one like her tomorrow. Before I end, I'd like to ask you a question. I know you have all cracked JEE Advanced because you are all very good in science. Have you seen an atom? And if you are smiling, don't smile. You have mostly seen a schematic of an atom in your textbook. But come to IIT Kharagpur, we have the best high-resolution transmission electron microscope in the country. And what you see on the right side of the panel are arranged gold atoms. You can actually see the dislocation along the crystalline planes. So welcome to IIT Kharagpur. Who knows, maybe for your own research, you might have to use this facility someday. Maybe the last slide, I'd just like to showcase. So thanks, thank you, welcome to all of you. Cross this gate, this is our main entrance, and discover a whole new world called IIT Kharagpur and part of this ecosystem. Thank you very much. I hope to see you, some of you, on campus very soon.
Thank you, Professor Mukherjee. I hope that really excites all the students, and please be with us because they might have questions for you during the second session. As both Professor Mukherjee and Professor Sidpara noted, a lot of what happens when you come to IIT Kharagpur is the relationships you make with important people, and some of these would be our alumni. Be it in the profession, be it in research, there's a constellation of very significant people who have passed out of IIT Kharagpur, and you, if you come here and become an alumni, would be in contact with them. So I would now request the Dean of Alumni Affairs, Professor Orghodeb, to address the audience. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, and again congratulations to all of you for having cleared IIT JEE Advanced, and of course considering IIT KGP as part of your academic plans. I am the Dean Alumni Affairs, and we have one of the strongest, probably the strongest alumni network among all the IITs, and I want to talk to you a little bit about it. As you can see, we have around 80,000 alumni spread across 50 countries across the globe, and they are pioneers in engineering, science, policy, innovation, and we have a very strong network. They are connected together, they interact, and they interact with our students, current students interacting with past students. That is normal practice of life here. And our alumni are very generous. They have endowed several scholarships and fellowships for our current students. So one of the star fellowships is the Learn, Earn, Return Fellowship, where you actually get your entire expenses funded for the 4 years that you're here. And that is, it is awarded to top rankers in IIT JEE Advanced. And generally around 5 to 6 scholarships are awarded each year. And alumni award these fellowships under the assumption that the winners are going to give back to the institute. They will redeem the trust which alumni have reposed in them. So this is a very, very, I think it's one of its kind program. We have the student scholarship program instituted by Tata Steel, where 2 students with JEE Advanced rank below 10,000 are selected from any branch of engineering, and not only are they granted fellowships throughout their 4 years of study here, their summer internships are also taken care of by Tata Steel. So they interact with top executives in Tata Steel who plan their summer internships. They regularly monitor what they're doing. So it's a wonderful opportunity. And even after that, even after they complete their program, Tata Steel offers them the opportunity of working in one of the Tata Group companies for 4 years. So if you enter this program, if you win this scholarship, it's a really wonderful thing. We also have several other endowed, these are all funded by alumni. I don't have to go through all of them because there are so many of them. But we have endowed sports scholarships. For instance, if you are very good at sports, right, you will have, recently we have the Richard D'Souza Sports Scholarship for female athletes. We have other sports scholarships as well. The Dean R&D talked about research. You summer your BTech project, you might want to go abroad, right? Or you want to do a semester away program. We have a semester away program where in the seventh semester you can go abroad to a university of your choice. So these, we have the IIT KGP Foundation USA Scholarship. Last year they funded more than 35 students they took care of the financial expenses for going abroad, as well as the Guru Krupa Foundation. So these again are very, very generous offers by our alumni. To give you a first-hand understanding of the IIT KGP experience, what I have done this time is I have requested some of our very distinguished alumni, are all distinguished alumni award winners from the institute, and they are doyens of industry, of corporate affairs, as well as distinguished academicians, to talk to you, right? So we have requested them, they have very generously obliged, and I have very short video clips, so I will play them to you, and you can hear from them what their views are on IIT Kharagpur and why they would want you to join IIT Kharagpur.
Hello, young ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vinod Jain, a 1970 batch chemical engineering graduate from IIT Kharagpur, presently the chairman of the Safed Group of Industries, owner of the FMCG brands Safed, Sparkle and Champion. IIT Kharagpur wasn't just a place where I learned engineering. It was where I truly discovered who I was and what I was capable of. The rigorous academic environment pushed me beyond my limits, teaching me discipline, resilience, and how to approach problems from first principles. Beyond academics, the sports, social, and cultural activities shaped my character. I learned to work in diverse teams, live independently, handle failures with grace, and to never say die. The KGP culture of excellence and curiosity instilled a lifelong hunger to learn and improve, which has helped me to grow both professionally and personally. My advice to you, make the right choice. Join IIT Kharagpur to become a complete man. All the best.
This is YPS Suri, a proud alumnus of IIT Kharagpur. The first IIT to start its glorious journey in 1951 from the Hijri detention camp, where some great freedom fighters sacrificed their lives for our independence. Probably the only institute in the world which started the life from a prison house. The first batch had 224 freshers with 42 teachers, 10 departments, all housed in the historic prison building. Today, this institute of national importance and eminence has a modern campus with 19 departments, 11 centers, 12 schools, 30 plus special R&D units, and the largest digital library in Asia, something which no other IIT possesses. I owe my professional success to the vision of this great institute that is dedicated to the service of the nation. Join IIT Kharagpur to be the best in the service of Mother India. Jai Hind.
Hi, congratulations for cracking JEE. You have done wonders. It's not a small thing cracking JEE, let me tell you. And now let me welcome you to all the 23 IITs. Irrespective of the IIT you join, you are going to enjoy, let me tell you. But choose wisely. IIT Kharagpur is the oldest one, the biggest one, the most beautiful one also. And let me tell you, the bonding which you build at IIT Kharagpur, you just can't build in any other IIT. Whether it's with the other teachers or whether it's with the other students. And the academic atmosphere is excellent. Cultural activities, lot of scope. And the sports activities also. So, welcome to IIT Kharagpur.
Dear JEE Advanced Qualified IIT aspirants, it is indeed a pleasure to address you all today. First of all, please accept my hearty congratulations for passing the JEE Advanced examination, which is a significant milestone in your quest for admission to an IIT of your choice. I shall therefore share with you some of my experiences that will hopefully give you a glimpse of how IIT Kharagpur played a very significant role in my life and career. I had a wonderful time as a student of mechanical engineering during the 5 years from 1967 to 1972. Here, there were students from all parts of the country. This was the first time that we lived with people from so many different states in the country. After coming to IIT Kharagpur, we realized that our past academic record had only helped us to land at the institute, but to do well here, we would have to work very hard. However, it was not all work and no play. We had lots of opportunities for enjoyment. The environment at IIT Kharagpur really helped us to mature and become industry ready. To conclude, I would like to say that IIT Kharagpur is a great institution. It will provide you tremendous opportunities for academic training, broadening of your mental horizon, and development of your collaborative and leadership capabilities. My best wishes to you all for a very fulfilling education. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So you've had a chance to listen to our alumni. You'll also get a chance to listen to our current students. But right now, I would request the Dean of International Relations, who is responsible for maintaining the connection with most of our alumni who are placed abroad, Professor Debashish Chakraborty, to please address the audience. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning to all of you. I am Debashish Chakraborty, a professor in the Department of Mining Engineering, now looking at as the Dean of International Relations. Good afternoon, Professor Amit Patra, our director, and all the other my colleagues. Together, we all congratulate all the JEE advanced successfully qualified candidates who are eligible for admissions to IITs and NITs through JOSA portal. So it gives me pleasure to welcome all of you to the IIT system and NIT system through JOSA. Probably the first round of mock results are with you by now. And you are in a stage where you are moving from school life to post-school life, university life. And our office will take you, also will inspire you not only to remain within the nation the best, to provide you an international exposure. For first few slides, I will just take you through very quickly. This is the old institute building, and these are the history, and the new institute building is on the right side bottom. This is probably known to all of you, and these are some of the statistics which have already been elaborated. So here comes the internationalization. So we have lots of targets. We have international students available on campus to study along with you. I remember during JEE 2021, we had one Japanese student who joined IIT Kharagpur, and then maybe some from this batch of JEE advanced aspirants join IIT Kharagpur from outside India. And from within India, you have now scopes of choosing your, altering your seat choices, and you can have a lot of international students studying with you, getting motivated to also visit international labs. So we have international possibilities of having international faculty. Some of the faculty members, very top-notch faculty members, are offered positions in IIT Kharagpur. The third point, international in-reach and outreach. This is of importance to all our undergraduate, postgraduate, and research students, where Professor Argodev, Dean of Alumni Affairs, has just now told you, with the help of a lot of our alums spread all over the world. We support the foreign training research program, foreign internship program, and semester away program. So these have become very exciting to all the students on campus these days. We have joint research centers available with different universities globally. We have collaborations with international agencies to help our students in all-round development, not only academics but also extra academics, and international programs especially for humanities, law and management. So we have lots of MOUs established with different global partners with top-notch universities globally available. Some of the glimpses are here. And we have academic programs of joint dual degree doctoral programs with several institutes in the world, and joint certification program also established for professionals. The semester away internship program, this is for the pre-final semester students of BTech, BS students registered in their 4-year curriculum, and they can go take one semester, 7th semester, to complete for completely focusing on internship programs either in academic institutes or industries spread globally or even within the country. Here our international Dean of International Relations Office plays a major role, and I am sure you will be really joining us during those days. There is a student mobility program which is very vibrant in our campus in several of these thrust areas, and some of the avenues for international institutional collaborations which are being looked at. Some of these which will be for both BTech and postgraduate research students. So welcome to IIT Kharagpur. This is a glimpse of one of the very famous illumination contests which happens in the campus. So thank you. If you have any question, we'll be willing to take it after this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Chakraborty. People are telling you that IIT Kharagpur has one of the most beautiful campuses. In fact, it is almost like a township in itself. So to tell you a bit about the campus infrastructure, I now invite the Dean of Infrastructure, Professor Mandali Ramagopal, to address the audience. Over to you, sir.
Good morning and welcome all the JEE students. Congratulations for cracking one of the toughest exams of the world. Hope to see most of you on the campus very soon. I am Ram Gopal. I am from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Currently, I am looking after the duties of Dean Infrastructure. As all of you know, IIT Kharagpur is the oldest IIT, so we also have an excellent infrastructure. But to keep up with the growing needs, we continuously upgrade our infrastructure. We have a large number of hostels for boys and girls. We have recently added many fully air-conditioned hostels, and we hope to add few more hostels in the coming few months. We have a completely air-conditioned classroom complex, fully equipped library, and beautiful playgrounds, fully illuminated. We are also coming up with many other facilities. For example, we are augmenting our existing sports facilities. In addition to the existing swimming pool, we will be adding a new swimming pool. We are coming up with a new student activities center in addition to the existing student gymkhana. We are also going to add a student wellness center and a large number of activity centers near the classroom complexes and near the hostels. We have a beautiful campus spread over more than 2,000 acres. It's very green. We also want to make our campus sustainable, so we are going for a large number of solar installations. So I'm sure that you will get the best of the available facilities in any campus at IIT Kharagpur, both in terms of academic as well as extracurricular activities. We have fully equipped laboratories. We are also coming up with the new academic tower and laboratory complexes. So in addition to doing your regular studies, you can also do cutting-edge research as explained by our Dean R&D as a part of your project work. And in addition to the academics, I am sure that you will have ample opportunities to take part in many other sports activities and extracurricular activities, etc. So I think it will be a very wise choice on your part if you consider IIT Kharagpur as your destination. Once again, congratulations to all of you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You know, the hostels sir was talking of, we call it the halls of residence. And we have with us today Professor Bhargav Moitro, who's the chairperson of the Hall Management Committee. But he's also the Dean of Students' Affairs. So who better than him to tell you about the life of a student on campus? Over to you, sir.
That's one. Okay, we started saying good morning, now I can say good afternoon, and slowly we shifted our focus from academics to other aspects, so which I am sure you must be enjoying. So I will talk only about non-academic aspects, not again going to talk about any academic program or activities, and the campus life. Practically, for anything other than academics, Dean Students Affairs Office is the first contact point for the students. There are more issues, more questions, more challenges students face probably, and anything they face, they have issues, they have problems, they want some help in different forms, they approach the Dean Students Affairs Office. We have a team of 5 professors in the Office of the Dean SA. I am Bhargav Moitro, Dean Students Affairs, and in our team we have 4 Associate Dean Students Affairs. 2 of them, Professor Koel Chaudhary and Professor Uday Shankar, they are particularly focusing on the welfare aspects of the students, and Professor Taposh Laha and Professor Abhijit Mukherjee, they are supporting the Dean SA office more on the administration part, because we clearly have both the students' welfare aspect to look after and also the administration aspect. We are also supported by some staffs. They are providing us required support for our day-to-day work. There are several things which come under the Office of the Dean SA. First is the Hall Management Center. You know, there are multiple halls in the campus and the students stay in different halls. And HMC, Hall Management Center, is an independent vertical which look after the issues and operational aspects of different halls. Then the Dean SA office also looks after the counseling center. We have renamed and we have brought it in a new form now, calling it as SART. I will expand it further. Then the Technology Students Gymkhana, all the activities what students take up, starting from different clubs to socio-cultural programs, sports, social activities, all aspects, all activities. You name any sports, it is there in IIT Kharagpur. Name any aspects, like, okay, you are interested in dramatics, you are there, sports, you are there, you are interested in music, that's there. So any activity other than academics, we have societies, clubs, and all of them, they work under Technology Students Gymkhana. We also have a Technology Film Society. In the weekend you can see beautiful movies. And primarily they are all independent, like HMC, SWAT, TSG, but Dean Students Affairs is the administrative contact for all these units. Hall Management Center, we have 29 halls and 10 family accommodations we are using for the moment because of the number of students. So each hall has got warden, assistant warden, multiple assistant warden mess, maintenance, assistant warden welfare. They have different jobs and every hall has a hall warden. Now HMC is the vertical under which all these halls work. HMC has got a chairman and supported by multiple coordinating wardens who are taking very vital roles. Then halls are run independently at the hall end by warden, assistant warden, manager, supervisor, and most importantly also by the elected student representatives. So they have a big stake. There are hall councils where hall president to various GSECs, they are all elected members, they operate the hall. There are facilities like 24/7 internet, common room, music room, library, sports rooms, all these are there. And as I say, we have very old hostels, which are very historical, I should say, to very modern buildings or infrastructure. Over time, the well-being of student has become extremely important. So we have recently rebranded the earlier counseling center as SART, Support, Acceptance, Resilient Therapy and Helping. So it is a more holistic way looking at these well-being activities. Let me tell you also, in Kharagpur, IIT Kharagpur, we believe in holistic development, not just academics, but all aspects of life are equally important. We encourage you to take part in different activities as per your interest, also get involved in the running of halls, the student gymkhana, everywhere the students, they take a big role. Of course, the faculty colleagues, we support them. So SART is also under the purview of Dean Students Affairs, support mental health and resilience among the students with the continued support of 10 counselors. We have 24/7 online facilities, online counseling facilities and various activities we take up. Then you have Technology Students Gymkhana. I think the next, my colleague will talk more about it. But that support all activities related to sports and games, social, cultural, technology and students' welfare, all aspects, anything you have interest. There are multiple festivals, like we have Spring Fest, which is very, very widely known and popular. We have Shithij, the Techno Management Fest. There are several events, inter-hall sports event, inter-IIT sports event. There are a lot of activities which are all taken up by the TSG. So basically, if you see, the Dean SA office is more or less at the center and the contact point for students. We are supporting in terms of policy, in terms of major decision, and infrastructure may be there, facilities may be there, but the students, if they have any issue, Dean SA's office is their contact. So I really welcome all of you to this beautiful campus and enjoy your freedom, but be responsible as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir mentioned the Technology Students Gymkhana, and that happens to be the hub of students' campus life. So to explain on that a bit more, I now invite the Associate President of Technology Students Gymkhana, Professor Orijit De, to address the audience. Over to you, sir.
So, good morning, everybody. And congratulations once more for getting selected in such a elite group of, among the elite group of students. So I, on behalf of IIT Kharagpur, would like to shed some light on certain activities related to students. These are all managed by students, these are all performed by students and organized by students. There are a few faculty members like myself being the Associate President of Technology Student Gymkhana, who just coordinate with the students to provide these activities. Our next speaker would be one of such student representative who is the Vice President, elected student member of Technology Students Gymkhana. So as the saying goes, all that we had discussed about so far was the heart of IIT Kharagpur. What we'll discuss now is the soul of IIT Kharagpur. What we want our students to achieve is a balanced life. Academics on one hand, social, cultural, student interaction, sports on another hand. By virtue of that, what you can do, you can interact with your seniors, you can interact with your friends, spend a good amount of time after hours, after academic hours, on Saturday, Sunday, or after 5 o'clock when the classes are over, and can interact with your friends. We have excellent facilities in terms of sports. On the eve of 75th year of the first IIT, we are also planning to expand those infrastructure. We have Olympic-sized athlete stadium known as Gango Stadium, a swimming pool, and one of the largest infrastructure of student activity center in the country among all the IITs. We also organize one of the largest, Asia's one of the largest techno management fest, Shitij, where students from various colleges participate together and compete among themselves, develop models, technology products, and compete among themselves, by virtue of which they actually learn various things throughout their career. The leadership, the management quality, the students get to learn outside their regular academic activities. We also have a welfare society which takes care of various welfare activities among the students, create bonding among the students, and if anybody needs any help or connect with alumni, connect with seniors, it's a welfare group who is responsible from the student side. So as the saying goes, one of the motto of IIT Kharagpur is Yoga Karmesu Kausalam. That means perfection is achieved through yoga. Yoga in this sense is dedication to activities, social, cultural, dedication to your friends other than academics, and so on and so forth. So our next speaker would actually illustrate all this in further details, and you can actually very easily, you can actually feel, because he is a student representative of the students, which some of you will be joining here, you can actually get connected to what he presents. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor De. So as promised, we now have a student who would like to address you. He is the Vice President of Technology Students Gymkhana and a fourth-year undergraduate student of the Department of Bioscience and Biotechnology. He's joining us online today because it's vacation now. We would now have Mr. Sudhagani Praneeth Kumar. Praneeth, are you there? I would like you to address the students now. We can see you. Can you speak? Your audio is not there. Hold on. Praneeth, give us a minute. We are unable to hear you as yet. We are checking if we have any technical issues at our end. While we are resolving the sound issue, let me introduce Praneeth a bit. He is actually the elected representative of all the students over here. Praneeth, could you speak a bit? We'll check if you're audible.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're
now?
audible now. Welcome.
Sure. Perfect, sir. Yeah.
Over to you.
Yes, sir. Let me introduce myself first. I am Praneeth Kumar. I'm the student representative, and I'm the vice president of technology students in Ghana. There are multiple stages of student representation when you have over 17,000 students on campus. And these student representatives work with all the professors and the staff of IIT Kharagpur for the smooth functioning of the student activities, which mainly happen at Technology Students Gymkhana, which you can see now. This is the hub for all the activities. And talking about the 75 years journey of IIT Kharagpur, which has once started in Hijri detention camp, as mentioned by all the professors, and now being the Platinum Jubilee celebration of IIT Kharagpur. And if you can see, there is dedicated to the service of nation written on the main building of IIT Kharagpur, which is a motivation to many of the students like me at IIT Kharagpur. And following the same quotation, all the halls of residence at IIT Kharagpur are named after great personalities who were related to Indian freedom fight and have dedicated their services to nation as well. For the name, it is a 75-year-old campus, but the infrastructure here is a new one. And as a professors here, as already mentioned, there are new plans of infrastructure as well. And these are some view of hostels or hall of residence at IIT Kharagpur. And we do have sports and games facilities as well, which includes cricket and football stadiums, then basketball, badminton, volleyball, and not to forget the world-class athletic stadium, which is Nyango Stadium, and then the swimming pool as well. And there are few societies under Sports and Games Committee as well, which is basically indoor type of thing. And we have Technology Adventure Society, which does something interesting. It gathers all the students who want to go to some outside place, basically trek or something. So all those activities are coordinated by Technology Adventure Society. Then not to forget the legacy of IIT Kharagpur in Inter-IIT Sports Meet. In the previous year, IIT Kharagpur has won 3rd position in 57th Inter-IIT Sports Meet, which was hosted by IIT Kanpur and IIT Indore. Before that, IIT Kharagpur was 2nd in 56th Inter-IIT Sports Meet. Then coming to the General Championship, which is conducted by Technology Students Gymkhana, which is a competition amongst the halls of IIT Kharagpur itself. So these were the standings of the previous year General Championship. Then coming to the events and competitions, we have Springfest, which is Asia's largest social and cultural fest. Then Kshitij, which is the largest techno management fest. And Shaurya, which is a sports fest that was recently revived after 10 years. And not to forget the Inter-Hall General Championship, which I have just shown you the leaderboard of halls participating in it. Then if not participating in any of the events and you would like to represent yourself individually, there is an other platform known as Open IITs and Freshers Tournament for all the freshers who will be joining IIT Kharagpur, where you can represent yourself as an individual. Then coming to the social and cultural aspects, where IIT Kharagpur itself holds legacy and cultural heritage in it. All these activities are a part of the culture and legacy that IIT Kharagpur holds. And in Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 7.0, IIT Kharagpur was given the silver rank. And these are the glimpses of Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 6.0, which was hosted at IIT Kharagpur itself. And not to forget, IIT Kharagpur has scored the first position in Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 6.0. And similar to sports and games, there is a general championship for social and cultural as well. And these were the points that each of the hall has scored there. And we have 15 societies under social and cultural committee, which includes all types of social and cultural activities, whether it is dramatics, debating, soft skills, fine arts, and fashion, dance, and photography and filmmaking as well. And when it comes to technology, IIT Kharagpur has consecutively scored gold in Inter-IIT Tech Meets 4 times, from Inter-IIT Tech Meet 10.0 to Inter-IIT Tech Meet 13.0. IIT Kharagpur has been winning gold, and we even would like to look forward to continue the same legacy as well. And these are the rankings of Inter-IIT Tech Meet 13.0. And not to forget, this is the cup that is given to IIT that has won gold. And there are 10 societies under technology subcommittee as well, which includes both tech and non-tech domains. In non-tech, we have product, consulting, business clubs and all. In tech, we have coding, data analytics, and there are a few other domains which include research and TeamCart and ARK. Then we have TEDx talks as well that will be organized at IIT Kharagpur. And not to forget the students' welfare. When there are more than 17,000 student community at campus, there are some fun activities required that would really give you some relief after the classes as well, and will connect you with many of the like-minded people as well. We have a students' welfare group which works towards academic welfare, and institute wellness group which works towards socializing activities. Then technology environment society for the welfare of the environment as well. Then Think India and Amber, which are basically on leadership and supporting LGBTQ plus communities. And these are some of the glimpses of student activities. In the first picture, you can see a female hall of residence where students are having a dinner with their chefs. And this is a tree plantation drive. And not to forget, when the new freshers come to campus, there is a campus tour where the student welfare group will be coordinating with them to introduce them to the campus. And this is a photo of Raksha Bandhan celebration with security guards as well, where now the Dean Student Affairs has also mentioned that IIT Kharagpur promotes an overall development and a friendly relation with everybody. So all the people who will be working for us as well, we do go bond with them. And these are some of the activities you can have a glance at. And all these things I have told you are a way better thing when you really experience them. So I just got a glimpse of one such event, which is Illumination at IIT Kharagpur, which is a unique event that is conducted by any of the IITs. And this is also a part of the culture of IIT Kharagpur and also just have a look at it.
Hello.
Yeah, sir. And I would thank Click KGP, that is also a student-run body who was behind this video. And you can even see the students were working day and night. And after they light up this illumination, the level of enthusiasm they have towards their work and all. So that is something that makes you IITians when you join IIT as an aspirant. So there is a lot of journey that you are going to see. And I would say you are very lucky to have this experience as well. So once again, thank you for this opportunity as well. And congratulations on being a part of this IIT system.
Thank you, Praneeth.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being with us. We would now move on to the question and answer session. Those who have sent us questions through the Google Meet chat box, we have taken note of that, and we'd like the panel to answer your questions. Before moving on to questions related to academics, I would like to address two very simple questions. One is related to your campus accommodation. How many students will be in one room in hostel for first year of UG students? That's asked by Aditya Vichare. And I would request Professor Laha to address this question.
Hello everyone, and hello Aditya. It's a very pertinent question. So we have different kind of hostels. In some hostels we have single accommodation, in some hostels we have double, triple, okay. But for first years, in most cases it will be either double or triple sharing. The hostel allocation has not been done yet, but if I go back to the previous years, what we have seen, that students are either, double sharing or triple sharing. In few cases, we had to do also 4 students in one room, but that is not very common. In general, it is either double sharing or triple sharing. All right?
Thank you. Since we are with you, I would like to raise another question which probably you can answer. Dr. Emmett Brown, who I presume is a guardian, asks, with respect to the Students' Affairs Committee, which believes in inclusive environment as per one of the points listed on the slide, wondering, out of 5 members, why is it that the Institute does not have even one woman on the committee? Would you like to answer that?
Sure. So, So Dr. Brahm, again a very pertinent question, and IIT Kharagpur has already thought about it. We already, I think you have missed it, but we have 4 Associate Dean Student Affairs. One of them is Professor Koel Chowdhury, Associate Dean Student Affairs, and she especially takes care of the problems with the students, girl students. Okay, so we are having for last 2.5 years. So we already have thought about it, and in our Associate Dean Committee, we have a female faculty especially for this. Other than that, obviously in our campus we have gender equality section, we have ICC, so all these things are there. So thanks for raising these questions, but IIT Kharagpur has already thought about it. I would request Professor Uday Shankar to add a few words if he has to say a few things.
Thank you. Inclusivity is the core philosophy of the functioning of the Institute, and as my colleague has rightly said, that not only in terms of our functioning, not only in terms of our approach, but also in terms of administrative structuring, we do believe representation of every section, every stakeholder, and that's how the Dean Committee comprises of female colleagues, and at the same time we do also engage very closely with the students' communities, including female representative in our decision-making process. So thank you very much.
Thank you, professors. I came upon a very interesting question
from Jacob, which says, can I know what are the most advanced equipment in the instrumentation lab? Are those accessible round the clock for special interest studies? I would request the Dean R&D to respond to that.
Well, it's a very interesting question. Firstly, in an institute like IIT Kharagpur, it is almost impossible to choose which one is the best. Just like all of you are equally good, we have also different type of very, very advanced facilities, but I will certainly not take the chance of or take the risk of identifying one. Because different type of instruments and facilities cater for different type of research, different interest group, different activities. So the people doing material science, they will be needing a completely different set of instruments as compared to the tools that people who are working on AI or advanced computing or cryptography will need. These instruments, of course, are super specialized instruments or facilities, and of course you need to understand that you need very advanced training, and the students are, at least the undergraduate students, will be quite busy with their own curriculum, and these trainings are very specialized. So some of these instruments do open, or facilities do open 24/7, but it is not that you will go sit and just like a video game, you will start working on that. They are not that simple. You need a lot of core competence. So the model that we follow, generally we have dedicated technical staff or operators for running these facilities. For people or students working more on simulation and computational problems, of course you have access to the supercomputer, you work hands-on. I think that sort of answers your question. Over to you.
Thank you. You know, I have another question which probably the Dean R&D and CDC can answer in parts. I would raise the questions. Rahul asks, wait, it's not Rahul, I'm so sorry. It's Rajesh Picholia, who asks, how is startup culture at IIT Kharagpur or incubation center with industry in campus? Also, similarly, Shorjo Ghosh asks, sir, what are the startup activities at IIT Kharagpur? Would you like to take that?
So, I think I will take that question also, but this question actually would be answered collectively by myself, in addition to me, the Dean Alumni Affairs, the Dean International Relations, as well as the Chairman of the Placement. Because we are just like the rest of the world, of course, encouraging our students to go in for startups. There are mechanisms and vehicles for incubating them. We have different entities on campus. For example, STEP, Science and Technology Entrepreneur Park. We have Rajarhat Research Park in Kolkata. We have other Section 8 companies like EBIF, who all sort of initiate and mentor startups. In addition to that, even in our curriculum, and we have made provisions that students who may want to open a startup during their graduation, there is an option of deferred placement. Let's say some student opens a startup during his study. Of course, we expect the student to complete their education or graduation. So the startup is opened and the student decides that there is no need for me to sit in the placements because I already have a company. There is an option called deferred placement. So in case the student, even after 2 years after graduation, if he or she feels that, okay, I have opened the startup, but maybe I should also try out my chances in a job, I think they can come back and sit for the placement. So what I will do, I'll request Professor Ajay Sitpada to talk on this deferred placement part, and maybe the Dean Alumni Affairs and Dean International Relations can talk about the different alumni funded mechanisms that are in place for incubation of startups.
Professor Sitpada?
Yeah, so Professor Ravi Brata has nicely explained what are the things related to deferred placement. So that we have planned right now, and I think many times what happens, the students are not sure, that means what to do in case they are starting some kind of a company and they will not get boosted up within a certain time, and then what will be the things, because they already missed the placement season. So at that time, to encourage this kind of students and try to see that if they can have some kind of a clear vision for their startup and they want to venture into the startup without worrying about the placement season. So these are the things which we are planning to take care, that students can come back again in the form of a deferred placement, and then again they sit for the placement later on when they think that the startup is not the going ahead as per their plan. So that is what about the deferred placement in the startup scenario. Thank you.
Thank you. There is a, recurrent question which I would like the deans of academics to address. Ayan asks, is there an option to shift branches based on merits? Keval D. Sanghvi also asks, I am getting manufacturing science and engineering as well as metallurgy. My interest is in CAC related topics. Can I change my branch, or I have to pursue a minor degree as the only option? Also, Ayan again asks, can you please tell me the branch change is allowed during the program based on merit? So maybe Professor Das, you could elaborate on that?
Yes, branch change is certainly not allowed, but there are other options. You can do a major, let's say. I think there were a lot of questions regarding the double major. So you can do one major in your parent department, that means whatever you are getting, and then you can do second major in another department of your choice, but branch change is not allowed. And if you would like to know more about the double major, I will give the mic to Professor Rajat Shubha Chakraborty, who could explain the double major program.
Thank you. The double major program has been introduced since last year, that is the 2024. So the students who have taken admission since last year will be eligible to declare a double major based on their, means they can apply for several double majors, and then the final selection will be based on their CGPA at the end of first year. The only condition is that the CGPA should be 7 and above, and there should be no backlogs at the end of first year. After the double major has been declared, the student has to take a certain number of credit hours of courses depending on the double major program that he or she has enrolled in. Typically it is around 40 credit hours, and it is distributed over the rest of the student's time at IIT Kharagpur. So students who have declared a double major at the end of 1 year is given an opportunity to complete the double major. It is given 2 extra semesters if they need at the end of 4 years to complete the double major. What this means is that you can complete your degree in 4 years, like along with all your other batchmates. But if you have declared a double major, you can also take 4.5 years or 5 years to complete your degree. Other than that, there is also a minor program in most departments where you can take around 20 credit hours and have a minor at the end of your program. The most common minors which are extremely popular in IIT Kharagpur for many years are computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, artificial intelligence, mathematics and computing, economics, etc. So there is a vast choice of minors as well as double majors, but as ma'am mentioned, there is currently we do not have the branch change option which used to exist earlier. I also would like to answer, because there are several questions I found regarding the placement opportunities for students who have declared a double major in say a topic like computer science and engineering, which is usually in high demand in the professional field. So the question is that whether these students will be allowed, will be treated at par with students who are doing their BTech their original BTech degree in computer science and engineering. This is a slightly difficult question to answer because you have to understand that our double major program was introduced just last year. And the students who are going to declare double major this year, like those who are going to start their second year, they are yet to sit for campus placement. That's still 2 years away. So we don't really know. Usually it depends on the policy. But from our previous experience, I am myself a professor in computer science and engineering. I have seen many students with minor in computer science and engineering, which has been a popular program for many, many years, getting either higher study offers in top universities abroad in computer science and engineering based on their interest and their performance in the minor, as well as going for jobs in the IT field, where their minor in computer science and engineering helps. So I hope that if the minor program itself is helping students to get good higher study offers or good job offers, I believe the double major program would also be very, very successful for students who want to diversify in that chosen field. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Professor. I think you have already answered many of the questions which was raised by Ishi, Akshar Verma, and Kanak Chajar, Shivam Devti. I hope all your concerns were already addressed. There is a specific question about biosciences. What minor options are available with biosciences and how many students successfully completed them? As also, what is the scope of placements in core companies after BTech in biotechnology and biochemical engineering? I would request Professor Shah to address that.
Hello. So first of all, the minor. So all the UG departments offer minor. Okay. So it is just not limited to the Faculty of Biotechnology and Bioscience related UG programs. All UG programs offer minor, and the students, any students can take help of that for this faculty as well as the other faculty. Regarding number of students completed, in the last academic session we found that about 100 students completed the minor. Again, it depends on their interest and enthusiasm, and if a student of computer science is interested to pursue minor in say electronics or electrical, if they find value in that, they will do that. Otherwise, they will continue with their persuasion of computer science engineering core disciplines only. But from other departments, say mechanical or so, if they want to go to computer science minor, as Professor Rajat Shubhra was telling, they might find value in it and greater opportunity, so they will go for it. It entirely depends on the student's interest and effort. And for this particular faculty, micro-specialization is more popular, as I have mentioned. So this total number of micro-specializations offered by our institute is 28 as of now, and this number is increasing. And these 28 micro-specializations that are in offer, we have found in last academic session, more than 300 have successfully completed it. And of course, this is adding value to them. And regarding the specific placement number for a particular discipline, I think the CDC professors, if they have data, they can tell. But we understand that each of the program are valuable enough and providing sufficient value addition for which placement or higher studies have never been a problem. So hard number if you want, then we have to get it from the CDC. I do not have the number right now with me. And maybe I can take another question.
Yes,
that is there only on the, this is industrial system engineering. So what does it offer? What is in it? So this industrial system engineering in it has these components: data analytics, logistics and supply chain management, quality engineering and process transformation, information systems and e-business, system thinking and policy planning, human factors engineering and ergonomics, safety analytics and virtual reality, and occupational health related issues. So overall,
a student is expected to get a holistic exposure to become an industry-related professional, as I mentioned, from data analytics to supply chain management and all. And regarding the question on the placement related to industrial systems and engineering, again, the hard data I do not have, but I have been in interaction with some of the students. So it is very popular, and there is a very, very good job prospects that I know. This is from my personal interaction with some of the students who have taken up this thing, and it is also very popular among the micro-specialization or minor among the students. From other disciplines, they go towards it to become industry ready. So the skill set they offer is very, very valuable, as has been found from the student side.
Thank you, sir. There are several questions about asking us to explain what is AI, how is it different from IT and different from CSE. We are sorry, it is not possible to explain all the differences within the time frame of this forum, but you are free to look it up in our webpage, and you can contact members of faculty of the department if you want more clarification on their scope. There's one question which is raised from a facility standpoint. I would like to understand what options are currently available for vegetarian students. This is by K.S. Krishnan. I would like to ask the former Dean of Infrastructure to explain in a few words.
Yeah, some of you have asked about vegetarian food. So our messes, you can certainly, if you're a vegetarian, you can certainly have vegetarian food there, right? There'll be a menu of options, so there is no problem at all. Apart from that, we have several eateries in the campus, some of which specialize in vegetarian food. So if you're a vegetarian, IIT Kharagpur is absolutely, totally, there is no problem at all.
So would you like to also add some words on incubation?
Yes, some of you asked about startups at IIT Kharagpur. Rajesh, Picholia, and I think Shaurya Ghosh. So our alumni have recently started a venture, right, where they are providing a startup, where they're providing funds for a startup accelerator program. It is named KGP Forge, and it is led by something called Z21 Ventures. So it's a group of alumni who have come together, who provide seed money for these startups. And so basically in the third year, some students band together, they form groups, they submit proposals, and they evaluate these proposals, they identify mentors, they handhold them, and eventually when they get, if they really succeed, they provide venture capital for those startups. So we have a very vibrant startup culture in our campus, and it is, our alumni are very interested in funding such ventures.
Thank you, sir. Now we are nearing the closure of the session. We have tried to address most of the questions. There are some which are very specific about particular departments and branches, which we are sorry we are unable to address right here at this moment. You are free to get in touch with the members of faculty whose contact numbers are listed on our web page, and you can always, those of you who could not join us on time, you can see the recorded version of this open house on YouTube. I would now request Professor Brojesh Dubey to present a vote of thanks.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so thank you, Arjun. First of all, Arjun, for taking care of the entire proceedings. And in terms of from the JEE office, we would like to thank our Honorable Director for taking his time out and addressing our students, our upcoming students, the future students, and also all the deans, our HMC chairman, all the other colleagues, our professor colleagues who were there, as well as the student colleague, and also our CET office, for helping us to organize this open house. So I would like to welcome also all the students who are considering IIT Kharagpur. As you heard from all our colleagues, including our director and all the deans, this is one of the best place for you. So this will be your home, away from home for next 4 to 5 years, depending on which program you choose. So welcome to IIT Kharagpur. And again, I would like to thank everyone involved, including the students, the parents from our JEE office. Thank you.
Thank you, and hope to see some of you on campus. Have a good day.